All right.
Okay.
So, welcome back to the second part of our event. And this part will deal with the EUCOM as a process, which we want to highlight, and we want to talk a bit about our journey of this art project, how it developed, and
Okay. Sorry.
so in which we want to highlight our journey and how we have created the whole process, where it started, and how it developed, and how we came to finish everything. So I want to
First, please.
do a first quick quiz with you, and once again, please use the little chat box on the left to answer those questions. It's a little activation and a little like slow getting back into the topic. And we will share the link, which is also right now going to be published in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, so I will share with you the link to this quiz, and also I will share with you this in the here in the application, and maybe I give the floor to Kata to present it, if you are there.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so just a second. I will also share my screen. Permission to capture. Yeah, but it doesn't let me. I cannot share the screen somehow. Although I have the presenter. Maybe we are too many. Can you try? But anyway, please take the link that I shared on the chat. And Kata, please present it. And sorry, I will try to share it as soon as I can.
Okay, so here, if you click on the link, you can also play it on your mobile phone or in your. Yeah, but here the idea was rather. You can cut this off. So here are just a couple of questions to understand a little bit. It's not, and they're not very serious questions, and I think the answers will be quite evident. for you, but what is sustainable and what is socially and environmentally engaged art? So we just read the question and the answers, and the idea is that in the chat part you write A, B, or C, and accordingly to your answers, we will choose the answer. We will see if it can be also good as an English lesson. Why not? What is what is a primary goal of socially and environmentally engaged art? A. To entertain viewers with aesthetically pleasing objects. B. To raise awareness about social and environmental issues. C. To sell artworks for high prices. So please, you have 10 seconds to choose the right answer.
And put it on the chat.
Exactly. We have already 2B. I think B is arriving, so I think you can click on B. Yes, this was the right answer. Okay, the second question. How can socially and environmentally engaged art promote social change? A. B. By depicting idealized versions of society. B. By focusing on aesthetics. C. By sparkling dialogue and encouraging critical thinking about social issues. Yeah, time is over, so I see many C's as many as you put. So please click on C.
There is only 30.
Okay, a third question. What role can art play in addressing environmental concerns? Encouraging the purchase of new products, raising awareness about environmental issues and inspiring action, or encouraging the exploitation of natural resources? Okay, it seems that B is the winning answer. How can socially and environmentally engaged art foster community? A. By creating exclusive art spaces. B. By encouraging collaboration and participation from community members. Or C. By emphasizing individual artistic expression. Yes, I think the B again was the right answer. Please do not hesitate, right? It will be even more fun if someone has a different opinion, because we only have good answers now. So we have two more questions. What is the significance of using recycled or reclaimed materials in socially and environmentally engaged art? To create aesthetically appealing objects? B, to increase the cost of producing artwork? Or C, to promote sustainability and reduce environmental impact? Oh, great. We had a mistake.
Mistake.
Yes, it's not about aesthetically appealing object, but also it can be. But first of all, it's about promoting sustainability and reduce environmental impact. So please click on it. And our last question, the hardest one. What is the role of storytelling in socially and environmentally engaged art? A, to entertain viewers with fictional narratives. B, to convey important messages about social and environmental issues. And C, to avoid addressing real world problems. Oh, we had an A, we had a C. What do you think? Well, it's rather, the right answer is rather B. See, so the message is about environmental and social issues. So thank you for participating to this small game. We won, of course. We won the pleasure to keep on talking about the UCAM platform. So this was just a wanted to have an interactive way to discover a little bit the main topics that we are dealing with in this project. I'll give you back the floor.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kata, for this wonderfully engaging and also knowledgeable game. And now I want to give the floor to my colleague Christina, who will explain how we have gathered our knowledge and how we have created or made use of empathy and good practices in our EUCOM project.
Okay, thank you. So I will share the presentation here in the middle. And please remember, if you want to watch it in a big, full version, you just need to click on the top right corner. There are 3 dots and you can see it in a full picture, full screen presentation, if you don't see it enough in the middle. It's just technical thing. So basically, as we said in the first part, we presented our website or the platform, and we said that behind this, how we constructed it and what is into this put into this platform. There have been a lot of works and a lot of activities, offline, online, research, community teaching, training, and basically 3 pillars can be divided or distinguished in this activity. And the first one was the knowledge gathering. So it was basically the basis of everything that we started, to deepen our knowledge about socially, environmentally engaged art, and more specifically about upcycling art and design. So our objectives of this knowledge gathering part were, first of all, to understand what kind of specific needs and challenges the artists and designers are facing during their work. It could be any kind of challenges or needs, starting from communication and making themselves more visible, to also finding materials or identifying the prices of their work and the real value and making it accepted by the people. So all the specific needs that are really related to this specific group of artists, which is also related to the fact that upcycling art or socially and environmentally engaged art has a very special approach to the creativity and a message that is also need to be taken into consideration uh, when when working. So you see this picture here, which shows that we needed to do this as a first step when before identifying whatever kind of training or activities and content in the website, because if we just went on our own way and do something that we found aesthetic or nice or funny, it's not sure that it could have been useful for our target groups, like this strange glass shows it, or this issue. So the second thing that we did, we tried to identify good practices and analyze them in order to understand what was the overall organizational and institutional background for supporting social inclusion, environmental protection, and upcycling in art. So in order to understand the needs of artists, we used empathy mapping, which is a first part of the design thinking activity. And it was already a little bit presented to you by Kata in the first part when we presented the training sessions, because this is also one of our training sessions. It's a very good method to understand the needs of your clients, of the people to whom you want to talk to create some activities, some products. It's an open way of asking, creating an interview, a non-guided interview, where you try also to understand all the thoughts, the feeling, the motivations of the people, and also messages that are given through a non-verbal communication. And we did 30 unguided individual interviews in this way, so 10 in each country. And based on that, we created what is called an empathy map for each of these interviews, which highlights the feelings, the fears, the good and bad feelings of the interviewees, also what they think about the topic, what they do for it. So everything that is around themselves and how they imagine and how they live their activity. And once we have this, we made an online sense-making workshop together with our 3 partners to understand the similarities and anomalies between the needs identified in the 3 countries, the 3 different contexts. And based on that, we described a list of needs and skills that we could use when we try to work on the training sessions and other activities. So here you see a first list of these skills, which we used in all our activities. Of course, sometimes we completed it a little bit. Very important was communication skills, usually the visibility, the choice of the channels for communication, the capacity to presenting one's work in a public or to describing it. It always came up during these interviews. We also could identify a group of skills called analytical skills. So understanding all the theoretical background of upcycling, the environmental change, and all these topics that are maybe important because this helps also the artists to communicate about their activities and be attractive. Then product management skills, so basically providing different creative ways for managing the project, so creating art projects, imagining them, strategies to do this. We also define the co-design and co-creation skills, so usually artists working alone face this challenge in to work, to share their work, to share activities with others, but on the other hand, they agreed all that it could be a big gain for them to have some co-design or co-creation activities in certain parts of their work. resources, so finding materials, but also fundraising and finding funding and money to work. And the different social and environmental skills, understanding one's context, social context, its surrounding society, but also the people that somebody is working with or somebody is working for. We also did a collection of good practices. So as I said, the objective here was finding models on how to respond to the identified needs. And basically we collected a list of good practices, and then we created an analysis of this based on the questions that you can find here on the right side. So basically we tried to ask questions about the overall activities. We did it in the form of interviews or desk research, depending on the cases. And we gathered 12 good practices, but we also we put them on our platform, but we also had more in the vision sections that you could already see in the introduction of the website. And basically these practices concerned the description of different organizations and institutions engaged in upcycling art or supporting artists with environmental or social engagement. We also found art-based initiatives using art for teaching, awareness raising, and we also collected ideas for bottom-up initiatives using art in small scale for upcycling, for circularity. Yeah, so this is it for knowledge exchange, knowledge gathering. Thank you for the attention of this presentation. If you have any questions immediately, please write in the chat. If not, we will have a question and answer section in the following, in the end of all these presentations. So if you have not any immediate question, let's wait a little bit. Then I will give the floor to Marie and Sarah, to talk to us about the art contest. Yeah, please take the presenter.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mic was shut down. Thank you, Christina, for these insights about knowledge gathering of the project. It was one of the part of this 2 years long project. Let's remember also this. And now we'll very, I don't know if quickly or not, go a little bit deeper into the art contest that was one of the work packages of the UCOM project that we as Italian partners led during these 2024. I don't know if you can see the screen.
Yes.
You can see it, okay? So let's go a little bit back since the beginning of this short presentation that we hope you will like. I will just tell you something about how the contest was created and communicated and which one, and then Sarah will go through the feedback and the results of the contest that is the core and the heart of our platform, that is Artworks. So this is a very quick overview. So what is the UCOM Art Contest is as a part of the UCOM project, of course. The contest opened for submissions on 28th of February, and closed on May, on the 15th of May. The main goal and the main objective of the contest was foster networking among artists and designers that was especially connected with upcycling art and circular lifestyles concept, and also with inclusion processes. And it was one of the main features of the contest was to welcome all creatives that are dealing in their daily life, in their work, and also just for passion with these topics. The contest creation went through different phases through the previous month. First of all, we make a very deep research about art contest regulations. We drafted an initial guidelines and have several discussions with partners, trying to agree on some topics of the contest and some features of the participation. Then we finalized the contents and we implemented the contest on the platform, because we decided to lead and to create an online submission art contest. It was our goal since the very beginning. And one of the most important part was the continuous testing of these. But I will explain you a little bit later. About the regulation of the art contest, one of the most interesting things for us was to provide some regulation that was very, very carefully structured to ensure inclusivity, transparency, and compliance with intellectual property rights. Because you know that this is a very important issue for artists to preserve their property rights of their artworks. And so we provided also some legal form that they signed up during the submission process. It was very important for us. Then we had to choose a jury, of course, for a contest to evaluate the subscriptions. The jury was composed by 6 members, 6 experts, international one, that was connected with the different fields that we were interested in, as contemporary art, sustainability, and social engagement. That are the 3 main topics of the UCOM project, actually. You can go deeper into their bios if you want in our platform. You can follow them on the social. They are very interesting people, very engaged in art and environment and inclusion. So please have a look to the jury section on our platform. The jury evaluation process was very well structured, we can say, and it followed a 2-stage approach. First, a national pre-selection, because the jurors were in couple by nationality, so 2 from Italy, 2 from Germany, and 2 from France, and then a final international jury evaluation where all 6 jurors evaluated the final artworks that were selected. How we promoted the contest? Here is in this image the UCOM art contest calendar for the social media communication plan. It was a very challenging part of the contest, because it was the very first time that we did such an international event. And we decided to create a comprehensive communication plan that was implemented with social media campaigns, of course, with a dedicated website that were constantly uploaded, and of course, fostering the collaboration among the partners of the project. That was a very important part of the promotion of the contest. In the meanwhile, we decided also to give the contest a very strong and recognizable visual identity that was established with our visual graphic designer, Andrea. You can see some of the images we used for promoting the contest.
Mari, you are muted. Wait, you muted yourself.
From when? I was muted.
From
No,
Andrea.
just a couple of words. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and then how to join to the contest? It was the thing we worked very hard on. We provided an online registration system and an online registration form to facilitate the participation and to ensure the accessibility to everyone from each part of Italy, even if we also received some interest from abroad, from other countries out from Europe, of course. the form was the online form was created as a user-friendly form and was developed with a continuous supporting and continuous testing. And in this, all participants were very, very crucial and important for us because they gave us a constant feedback on the functioning of the platform. So that was very important for us. And of course, we provided assistance to people by email, by social media answer that was very quick, and of course also in-person assistance, because participants to the contest have a very different digital literacy level. So that was the very big challenge of the EUCOM online contest. And that was, of course, something that provided us the occasion to find some solution and to train the problem solving, of course, trying to promote the digital accessibility and to solve the file format issues. That was one of the thing that we discovered in this experience, that according to the device you have, you will probably have different file format issue in subscribing in an online event or contest like this. So this was very, very important, and it was an occasion also to grow up by this point of view in our team. Of course, we provided a technical support in every kind of field we could to facilitate participation and accessibility, also providing text in different languages, for example, as we are always trying to do. At the end, the participants to the contest were surprisingly more than 100 from all over Europe, from 10 different European countries, and they joined in both categories of the art contest. There were art and eco-design, because we decided to have these two categories of submissions. Participants were very different age, between 20 and 60, and that was also very interesting feedback from people, and from 52 European cities. We invite you to check the map that is on our platform, because each artist is pinned on the map, so you can have an overview of all the cities that participated to the contest and also have an insight in their artwork. And last but not least, they were both beginners and professionals, because we decided to open the contest to as much people as possible, as much artists and designers as possible. And of course, this was also quite challenging for jurors to balance this kind of participation. But we knew that, so we decided to do that to promote inclusion in participating into the project. At the end, the jury selected 15 winners, and all these artists were chosen by creativity, based on their creativity, on their social engagement, and also, of course, also on the very extraordinary use of recycled materials they do. And you will see, because we will show you some of the artworks that are the winning ones, and they are very amazing, in my opinion. As a reward, they had the occasion to participate to an international artistic residency that were held, 3 residencies that were held in Potenza, in Italy, in Berlin, and in Paris. And I know that in our audience, some of the winner is also present today. Have a look on the section Exhibit 2024 that Kata already showed us previously, because all the winners are there gathered and showed to your curiosity, hopefully. Of course, we had the occasion to collect all these 100 artworks and design items into our digital museum, in our virtual museum, and this is one of the most important reserves of the artistic work that the EUCOM project have done in these 2 years. This also gave us the possibility to empower the community building and to create this community of people that share their interest for art, sustainability, and social inclusion. So we invite you once more to check the community and of course, also being part of this community. And what's next? We hope, based on the success of the EUCOM Art Contest 2024, to provide some future edition of this contest, of course, to expand the participation of people, to improve the digital platform we created in these 2 years, and also to promote sustainability and circularity that are also our mission in our realities. So let's hope to have you on board also in a following project that we will propose to the European Commission, and we keep the finger crossed. And now I leave the floor to Sara. She will let us dive a little bit into art for a few minutes to go through some of the winner artworks, and then a little quick game is ready also for you about art, of course. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariangela, for the explanation of our art contest, of the contest of EUCOM. And let's try to immerse ourselves in the EUCOM winners. We selected the first 3 winners per each countries that was with us for the art residency. And I don't know if you can see the presentation. Yes, okay. Okay. We decided to show you and to give the floor to the artwork and the beautiful images that the artists give us, and to focus especially on the material, on the main material that they used. So we can begin with the selection of the Absolute, the artwork of Nadia Monet. And she uses motor stick that are this characteristic to be dynamic and to be adaptable to the different spaces. So she created this kind of design piece, very hypnotic and funny for us, and we can continue with the work. I don't know if you can see the following. Okay. The following artwork is Stelling Muse, Talk to Me, and is the work of Ola Lewin. The main material that the artist used is the magnetic tape, and she creates this kind of symbolic creation, crafted like an embroidery, and she crafted with an ancient manual expertise to launch a warning against the danger on the animals, but also against the planned obsolescence of the digital contemporary devices. And the following is the artwork of Kama Yakoska. It's so long ago, it's so far away, and the main material is the main material is are the tea bags. She drank tea with different people, and she during this special time she makes portraits of the people, and after she decided to print this portrait on the tea bag on a big screen, And this is a way to crystallize the precious time of this relationship with the people. And this is the work of Rebecca Maynard, part of the French artists that was invited in the art residency in Italy. And the title is Reclaiming Spaces. This is a work of a collective of designers based in Budapest, and they decided to engage children in the co-design of the furniture for a kind garden space. And this kind of co-design process for us was important because it allowed to raise the awareness about environmental issues and fosters the responsibility and about environmental topics. This is the artwork of Laurence Elion, Echo Ocean Echo d'Océan, and she makes this special, elegant 3D embroidered installation that remember us the underwater worlds, and she focus on the plastic net as the main materials, and she creates this kind of giant carpets that she installed also not only in inside space but also outdoor. And another French artist based in Paris is Laura Blanche, and the title of the artwork is The Shadow of Citaran. The main material that she used is second-hand fabrics. So this kind of artwork, it's like a textile painting, and it's special for us because this is quite giant and invite you to caress and invite you to experiment an opposite feeling between the intimacy and the a sort of iconic distance. And it remembers us a special historical moment in the region of the artist, in the city of the artist. This artwork is made by Victoria de Blasi from Florence, but she's from USA, and now she's based in Florence. The name of artwork is Cascading Citrus, and the main material are the tanned orange peels. She decided to come in Italy to learn how to tan the orange peels, because in Florence are specialized in tanning process, but of course not of orange peels, but animal leather. And she decided to install this kind of cascading, remembering the Baroque time when this kind of fruits was very was like a luxury products for the people. And she decided to make this kind of cascades also to remember us how important is the sustainability also for the food market, for example, and of course it's an inspiration from an engineering point of view, because for us the research of the artists, it's important also to raise the awareness, not only in the art field, but also to inspire the research about sustainability in general. And we have the artwork of Manolo Benvenuti from Italy. He's based in Rimini. The title of this artwork is Elena. And Manolo is an artist, but also an architect specialized in sustainability and the use of reused materials, but also in collective process to involve people in co-design the artwork and the installation and other kind of works that Manolo carry on. And in this case, the artwork that is, of course, a boat is inspired by the fisherman boats typically used in his region. And the very special aspect of future of this artwork is that every single colored tile is iron and made by the public that was involved in the process. And Manolo is very is an expert in organizing and managing this kind of process. So every single tile is the fruit of the community work. And of course, it's an homage to our childhood, and it remember me also other kind of works such as the Pompidou Museum that is in Malaga, that is the similar shape made by Daniel Buren. And the last but not the least, of course, is the natural seat made by Gabriele Agamennone. The main material used is wood from fallen trees. And Gabriele is deeply connected with the nature, with all his lifestyle, and he built this kind of bench, collective bench, as a site-specific artwork, and we think this is an invitation to think about environmental and sustainability issues and topics like a community topic to be I don't know how to say, digest in a community time around a table, to to dedicate a community effort and not an individual thinking. So these are just only the 9 artwork selected, but we have an online catalog with the 15 winners. and also you can download the PDF to take inspiration and to be connected with the UCOM project and also with the artists, because they are professional artists, but our network it's also for non-professional or other kind of creative people that are interested in sustainability and inclusion topics. And I think we can close this section, and we want to invite you to give us your feedback about these artworks. I think we have a special tool to invite you, so you can scan the QR code and
or you can also click on the link that you find
okay.
in the chat.
Thank you, Christina. This is okay.
Sorry.
Yes. No, sorry, because I get confused before.
Thank you. And I will share my screen. Can you share the screen, please? With this poll.
Yes, so you can choose
what you need to find
the artwork.
No, not that one.
That is the most interesting for you.
This one, the link. I sent you this one. No, I sent you 3. Nobody. No, this is not that one.
I don't know what.
No, this is not the good.
Yes, I cannot participate. Maybe.
Yeah, now you can do it. Yes.
Okay,
please.
thanks. Okay.
And
yes, now
like,
it works. Yes.
Yeah, sorry. No, the new one, please. Of course, I mixed them up. And we will share the results. No, you share the screen. Yes.
Shall we write numbers or the name of the artist or something?
Yeah, not this.
Okay, if you open the link, you can click directly on the you can find the title and the main material that the artist used.
Is it shared now? No. Okay. I don't know why I cannot share the screen. No, it's not this one. Okay, just a second. I don't know why I cannot share. Okay, sorry, this one. Last one. Yeah.
So
go ahead,
basically,
please.
Yes, we will ask you to choose among these 9 materials, actually. So you remember the matter sticks lamp, the first one that Sarah introduced us. Then the magnetic tape sculpture, the one with the moose. And then the print on the tea bags, the kindergarten furniture made with children, the plastic net corals or underwater world, a fabric painting made from second-hand fabrics, the orange peels cascade, the plastic bottles boat, and the fallen tree table. We put the materials because also for us, since the very beginning, it was very hard to remember the name of the artist, but we kept in mind the materials. That was the most surprising thing for us. So let's see what will come out, and maybe we will give a special pin to one of these one of these artworks. That they are all winning artworks, so they already had the award of the UCOM project, but maybe they will gain another one that is the public one. So let's see. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the feedbacks.
Yes.
So the result so far
And the
of
winner
the
is
public.
The winner for the public, the
winner of
winner
the
is
public.
yes, is the artwork of Laurent Seyon, Ocean Echo, and yes, and I think
Congratulations.
congratulations to Laurent Seyon.
we will
yes,
communicate
we
to
will
her
tell
this
her.
special.
Yes,
Yeah.
mention.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
she's not with us today because she had work, but yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be happy to know this.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, I will take now the words and give you the third presentation about the third pillar of our work building up this website, which is capacity building. This was a kind of continuous activity that we did starting from the building of the knowledge exchange and working on the analysis of the skills and needs of the people, of artists and designers. So basically our aim was to identify how we can support artists and designers to answer to their needs, to their specific needs through their works, and how we can support them mainly by soft skills. So of course we identify a lot of issues when we made these interviews. One of them was really the need for a better marketing skills, but we said that we are not marketing professionals. We are not people we cannot provide them professional marketing knowledge, and we don't even want to go too much into this if we are those topics that are really very specialized. But we know that through some soft skills linked to communication, linked to strategy building, linked to systemic thinking and others, we can help them. We can help artists and designers who have these issues to a little bit improve their marketing skills as well, even if it's not a professional marketing learning activity. And we of course had several other similar types. So basically we decided to teach soft skills and use we created 12 learning modules, which are all kind of learning sessions, which are designed in a way that they can be used in a wider training context, they can be used in a workshop context, but they can also be used as individually or small group activities, helping to improve certain skills, or even just to have fun and ice breaking in a workshop context. So once we decided about these training modules, we made testing of these modules in 3 different contexts. We tested them at local workshops, internationally during the arts residencies, and we also tested online them. And as you have already seen, we shared it on the EUCOM platform in a very detailed way. Here is a kind of recap of all the skills and needs that we tackled through these workshops, but I already presented them at the knowledge exchange. So as you see, they are all rather, as I said, small, soft skills, and from communication till the development of personal and social skills, understanding, empathy, sharing, going through activity and time management, activity planning and time management, how to plan your work, how to use your energy level, and how to plan your day and your actions compared to this. Understanding the social context of artists, so basically understanding the types of clients and collaborators, and how to transform creative ideas into projects, so basically working on a project management approach. Again, the co-design and co-creation, an important aspect, and pricing and resourcing, and understanding the value of art, upcycling art. We had also identified some main principles for these training sessions, the modules and the training context, what we would like to have in our EUCOM approach. Basically, we realized that, of course, our target group of these trainings is always so diverse, with very diverse backgrounds, very diverse knowledge, very diverse approaches, that it was not even our role, our objective to provide face-to-face teaching activity, but rather a kind of collaborative approach where everybody who is participating can teach the other one based on their own knowledge, their own experiences, their own contributions. So everyone here is an expert in a way, and the roles, even if we talk about facilitators and participants, they are kind of equal. There is not any hierarchy between the people participating in the workshops. We also decided to work as much as possible on experimental or practice-based learning. So basically, even if in the case of a little bit more theoretical approach or discussions, we try to bring as much as possible the existing knowledge of the participants and help them to find out reflection and knowledge by themselves and based on their practices and their experiences. We, of course, highlight the importance of mutual respect of the participants and an awareness on any kind of sensitive lived experiences. In case if the lived experience is too sensitive, we, of course, try to find other ways to work with. And there is, of course, no qualification of any results. There is no bad ideas, bad choices, bad works in this. And of course, all the trainings are based on the 3 core EUCOM values: engaging with communities, environmental protection, and social and cultural inclusion. So here we have all the modules, the 12 modules, and I try to put here one core phrase, which is maybe the most important part of them. And also in the small circles, you can see the types of skills that mainly these sessions, these modules are tackling. Of course, we can say that basically all modules are tackling much more skills, but let's say those that are firstly there. So design thinking, empathy mapping, as we said, the aim is to map the needs of the clients or target groups, and it helps analyzing a context. of the artists. Visual process coaching, it's an activity that helps to get an overall picture of the activities and to imagine a little bit how it can be done better, or what kind of things need to be done better in all the activities. So it helps activity management. The mission of upcycling, using a problem tree, it helps to get deeper into the context, into the environmental and social issues, and understand better what are behind the artist creation. And this helps also a lot the communication of the artist. Discover your clients, it's basically mapping and understanding the clients and the stakeholders that are around the artists. And it helps, of course, to analyze the context and understand better how to organize strategically one's work. Hybrid design helps understanding the clients and connecting to them, so a little bit a similar approach. The redo activities helps a lot to understand how to connect material to a final product, and also how to understand the value of the materials, and how to find any types of materials, even unstructured materials, to create something tangible and full of content. As you see, these all concern communication skills, different personal skills, co-design skills. So then translating art helps, a module that helps enlarging the audiences, one's audiences, to understand better and how to express about one's art in different ways to different people. So basically it helps social inclusion, enhances social inclusion and understanding the context. The spontaneous museum is an activity or a module that helps to analyze and structure one's ideas, one's materials, to see how it can be, how different materials or different objects can create one idea, like in a museum, and how it can create one message from the artist. The artist diagram helps planning daily and monthly work. If I Were an Archaeologist is a playful the activity which helps analyzing how and describing projects and their use. So it's an interesting way how to see an object and how to communicate about it, but also to understand its conceptual background. Mapping opportunities helps, it's a card game helping to learn about different strategies to diversify one's professional activities. And last but not least, the unlocking the value activity, which helps to understand, to estimate the product's value and pricing. So this is an important issue in upcycling. So again, communication, personal and co-design skills are supported by all of these activities. Of course, you can look at them in details in the training room of the website. So we tested these modules firstly on local test workshops. Basically, when we identified the 12 activities or modules, we immediately started to test them locally. We tried to test 3 modules in each city, by each partner, and we gathered the feedbacks from the facilitators and from the participants in the forms of questionnaire and in the form of an open discussion. So what we understood is that the timing is a real challenge, because usually in these groups we have people who haven't known each other, who often doesn't know the situation of a workshop or a learning activity. So time is needed to get into the activity. The networking and dialogue part is a very important added value of all of these activities, all of these workshops. And co-creation and co-design was also highly appreciated, and the experimental learning approach was also something that was really appreciated by the participants. So secondly, we tested these sessions or modules in the EUCOM art residencies. As we have already mentioned, the winners of the art contest, the 3 first winners were invited to participate at a 3-day-long residency program. So some of you who are now here also participated in one of these activities. So basically, winners from France had the occasion to go to Italy. The Italian winners come to Berlin, and winners from Germany went to Paris. And all of these events had 3 main parts. One was a discovery, so a visit of local workshops, exhibitions, and of course of the urban areas, different urban neighborhoods. We had a training part where we tested 2 or 3 modules according to our capacities. And the important part was the co-creation, where the artists worked together in different ways on a common result. In each of these art residencies, we had an art sharing night, which was a sort of pop-up exhibition where the invited artists could present their work, their winner work and others, but also we invited local people, local artists to share their own works, and this was also a kind of networking activity. Very quickly, so we had different themes in all of these art residency programs. And in Potenza, the main topic was using unstructured materials, a little bit based on the redo activity of Il Salone. There was a nice discovery phase where the participants could visit a nice and rundown area of Potenza, which is under change, and Matera, which was the European Capital for Culture in 2019, I think. They also tested some modules, the artist diagram and the redo module, and the creation part, the co-creation part was based on the creation of artistic educational kits by the 3 artists using different unstructured materials that they found in the Moon Museum, which is very rich of different sort of materials and elements. Then in Berlin, the art residency's theme was maybe a bit more complex, because we tried to work on borders and the role of the Berlin Wall, which was also an occasion of the 35th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall during the week of the residency. And we also worked from the aspect of borders on social inclusion and environmental change. So we had a discovery part of the different representations of the wall, institution for upcycling, which is called Haus der Materialisierung. And we went also to visit an exhibition about Berlin and its different visual representations. We tried out the modules If I Were an Archaeologist, Redo, and tried also to see how we can understand the mission of upcycling and go towards to an co-creation and co-design activity. And the end was really a long work of creating a prototype which expressed the role of upcycling in overcoming social borders and environmental challenges. And it was a nice prototype created by a strong co-creation work of the 3 artists. And in Paris, the topics were around the roots of upcycling, so basically the artistic elements of upcycling, and about how we can express community spaces and improve community spaces in a city with the help of upcycling approaches. So we had visited several exhibitions, the Arte Povera and Surrealism, seeing these different elements of how upcycling art inherited different elements of different artistic styles. And we also visited a specific neighborhood, a new neighborhood in Paris, and see what were the places in there which needed improvement from a community aspect. The artist diagram and visual process coaching were those modules that we could help try out to support the artists. And at the end, mini prototypes for the improvement of community spaces were developed by the artists in a group of 2 or 3 persons. And as you see here, the main learning outcomes of these art residencies were really various. Very important were the communication skills, starting from the fact that the artists came to a country where they had to express themselves in another language, but also in English. And they had to discuss a lot and talk a lot about their own art, which was sometimes a challenge for some people, some of them. So talking in public or analyzing your art or presenting it, it was all about communication skills, but also talking about common elements. It was also an occasion to improve networking skills through the art sharing nights, but also during the art residency days by meeting people working in the given city and again networking with them. All artists obtained an extended knowledge about upcycling, environmentally and socially engaged art, and its role in the given city. A knowledge, of course, about the hosting city, its local culture and society, as much as it was possible in such a short time. Different co-creation skills, conceptual knowledge about co-design, and a lot of reflection about it and discussions. And of course, a general empowerment through mutual learning from each other. They always shared their own work. They always had to discuss about, and they discussed about always, because usually artists didn't know each other before the events. And of course, a lot of social environmental skills during also acquired. And last but not least, the modules were also tested in online workshops. In Italy, the spontaneous museum module was tested through the EUCOM platform, so immediately testing the platform. The German-led online event tested the artist diagram and the visual process coaching by using the Miro board. So it was also an occasion to use a collaborative platform and learn about that. And in France, it is still waiting the testing of the mission of upcycling module by using a Zoom whiteboard. So thank you for your attention. This was a very quick summary of the capacity building activities. And well, I think that we got at the end of the 3 presentations that we had. So maybe a quick round question. Do you have any questions from the public? Please, if you don't want to speak loud, you can also write in the chat. Don't hesitate to ask us any sort of questions. And meanwhile, we also have a little bit of quiz if you want, but maybe while I'm putting in this quiz, we can wait and maybe have some questions, which would be nice on behalf of the public. Anyway, the quiz is quite easy. You can download it again from this QR code, or you can find the link. I will ask Anya to share. Yes. And I am launching it. Just a sec. Okay, so you can start the poll answering, and in the same time, I send you and you can share it. But you know this part where you have the answer. And this one. Okay, just a minute. Great, thank you. Okay, so this question is about which are the activities that you would be the most interested to participate in a future project. And of course, this also shows that our intention is to continue to follow up this project, or maybe through another project, because this one will end for sure, but we would like to continue. We would like to, as already Mari said, extend our activities to see which directions we could or we should develop this, the website and all our activities. Yes. Okay. Very interesting. The interviews are not very popular, right? But this is something for us rather. But I see that the art residency is the most, seems to you the most interesting, and the local trainings and workshops. So basically, even equal interest. Basically, these teaching and learning activities and small workshop activities are those that looks now as being the most favorable, and not the online ones, but rather local and local workshops. Let's wait a little bit more so that everybody can put, because I think it's important for us also and for you also to see. Okay. Nice. Okay. So I think the result didn't change, even went even more towards the workshop type of activities, even more art residencies. We will share with you a sort of questionnaire in the following weeks, where we will ask similar questions to you, to all the users of our platform, and we will, if you don't mind, also send it to you through emails, because it's important for us to know where to start from the improvement or the further work on this website. So thank you very much for the feedback so far, and we will come back with this later on. Yeah, I think that slowly we are getting to the end of this session. We would be very happy to answer to questions if you have. We also have, what do we have more to show you? Yeah. So please don't hesitate to ask. We still have some time to have questions. We can also try another quiz. Kata, maybe if you want, you can share it. It's about the Circular Online Museum. The problem is that I cannot share. I don't know why.
You cannot. I cannot either. I don't have the plus. I don't have the plus button.
But you wait. I can give you the right. Make presenter. Now you can. You have it now?
Yes. No.
Or maybe Anya can do it if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay. Anya, you can take the presenter. No. Yes, wait. It's just then a minute because I had here everything, but you also can. I will also share it in the chat. Yeah. So I will share it also in the chat, so you can also download it individually and fill it. And Anya will share it in a second. So it's the same story as the previous one was, that the letters should be put on the chat. Yeah.
Yes, so just while waiting for your questions, if you have some, just to recap a little bit what the platform and the whole project is about. So let's check what you retain of it through these couple of questions. So the first question is, the Circular Online Museum fosters a community of artists interested in upcycling, sustainability, and social inclusion. Which of the following best describes this type of art? So the three options are A, art that uses traditional materials and techniques. B, art that focuses on social and environmental issues. Or C, art that is inspired by nature. You can write in the chat A, B, or C. B, B, C. You have one C as well. Well, of course, it's also possible that it is inspired by nature. So this is why the most important element is that it focuses on environmental issues. Of course, it can be inspired by nature. And you click on the B, please. Thanks. Okay, the next question. The Circular Museum provides a platform for sharing experiences and learning new techniques. What is the primary goal of this platform? Sorry for the mistake. So again, it has different goals, but the primary one, to showcase the work of famous artists, to provide art education for children, or to connect artists, ensure their visibility, promote collaboration, and to learn from each other. Oh, we have received many, many C's, so that's right. Of course, you can be famous and showcase your artwork as well, and you can provide art education for children. But first of all, it's about connecting artists and ensure their visibility. So please click on the C. Go to the third question. The museum features portraits of artists who have inspired the Circular Museum. What purpose is the purpose of these portraits? To provide inspiration for upcycling projects, to showcase the technical skills of the artists, or to document the history of art. Yes, it's interesting. So we received mostly A as responses to provide inspiration. But of course, at the same time, it doesn't exclude that they also showcase the technical skills of the artists and And hopefully it will become art history as well, what the platform contains. Okay, so let's go to the last question, please. The museum showcases good practices on socially and environmentally engaged art. What is an example of this type of art? Is it a painting with a beautiful landscape, a portrait of a famous person, or a sculpture made from recycled materials that raises awareness about pollution? Yes, basically, you're right. You had a couple of A as well, or A or C, so it can be without any problem a painting of a beautiful landscape as well. The C, it's rather about upcycling art. So, but the important part is that it raises awareness about an environmental issue such as pollution. So, thank you for your participation to this short quiz game, and again, we won. Great.
Thank you a lot. And thank you for all those who participated. Okay, so many thanks for all your participation and being here and listening for such a long time. I hope that you had good information and that it makes you inspiration and also raise your attention to visit our website as much as possible and to follow up the next developments of it. Still, if you have any questions, you have different ways to reach out to us. You can write to the email that you find on the website. That's the easiest. Or you have also the different other channels. We have a Facebook, Instagram, but we also have email addresses where you got your invitations from. So please don't hesitate to contact to us and to ask us questions or provide any comments. Maybe some people are writing in the chat, so let's wait a little bit to this. Okay.
Thank you, Paola. We had
Thank
a
you,
great day.
Paola. Thank you. And thank you for being here. And of course, thanks to all the artists joining this. Okay, so we will close now this session. It will still stay open, the platform, for until wherever you want to. With Anya, we will slowly have to go to, there is an offline event here in Berlin, and we will test 2 practices with a couple of young people who are in another event linked to sport and sustainability. And I also presented this project to them in the morning, and we will work with them. We will show them the archaeology game and the artist diagram. So now we are heading there. But please feel free to stay online here. The platform is open until 8 o'clock in the evening, so maybe even too much. And thank you very much for your time and being with us. And we continue. See you all soon, and bye.
Bye.
Bye and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to specify that we asked to Cristina and to CRN, the partner based in Berlin, to open the platform till the 7 p.m. to welcome the Italian students that are with us. And if you have some question, I think it's enough 15 minutes to stay with them. And I think we can also speak in Italian, Mariangela, because yes, I want to ask
of course.
no, yes, but I can speak in English if there is some other foreigners
Okay.
that want to stay with us, because we asked to the student of a master to stay for the meeting with us today, and I think that the meeting, it's not enough to explain all the entire project, because we want to welcome you to explore the platform that is quite wide and why. And I hope that you learned something new, starting also not only from the contents, but also from the instruments that we shared with you. For example, also the instrument that we used to share the survey, the pool, and of course, for the main part of us was the first time to try to involve actively the public. And if you have some observation, some question to ask to us about the entire project, we are here from you, also using the chat. If you don't want to speak, I think we are all Italian, but I'm not sure, Mariangela.
I'm not sure, because I can see an Arthur at JS.
Yeah.
That actually I don't know. And
so it's better to continue
Lara,
to speak
I don't
in
know
English.
if it's Italian or not.
Yes.
Yeah. But of course you can stay.
Yes, and I know that you are attending a course in methodology specialized to involve people with different kind of skills and disadvantages, and we think that the platform of the European Circular Online Museum, it's a platform not only for the artist, of course, but also for the trainers or for the student as you that are searching or looking for inspiration for training or in tools that are able to help you to involve people in different kind of strategies, also to empower themselves, not only to create art, but also to express themselves, for example, because we, during the capacity buildings, training, and also during the residencies, we have the occasion to experiment the training course or the methodologies of the tools that you can find on the platform with different kind. Yes.
They told me that we are all Italians, so we can continue speaking in Italian.
Ah, ok, perfetto. Ok, quindi stavo, un po' più semplice per noi, per chiudere questa sessione che sappiamo è stata anche, insomma, un po' lunga. Perdonateci per i disguidi iniziali, ma perché era davvero importante connetterci su vari canali e abbiamo avuto giusto qualche problema tecnico, però speriamo davvero che tutti siate riusciti a partecipare più o meno ai differenti livelli di racconto della piattaforma. Vi dicevo che davvero una piattaforma è un sito che può essere un bagaglio per voi per andare a trovare ispirazione su diverse metodologie e strumenti che possono aiutarvi a creare, personalizzare dei percorsi davvero centrati sulle persone. Sono dei percorsi che sono stati di formazione e di empowerment, che sono stati pensati non solo per persone che lavorano nella creatività o designer o artisti, ma anzi direi il contrario, cioè abbiamo preso ispirazione dalle pratiche degli artisti, dalle pratiche dei designer per cercare di realizzare dei piccoli format che possano essere fruibili da diversi pubblici e quindi per andare in direzione della vostra specializzazione, quindi delle metodologie per l'inclusione, metodologie didattiche per l'inclusione, vi dicevo di navigare le diverse sezioni del sito perché troverete dei percorsi che, per esempio, quelli che raccontava prima Cristina del capacity building, come il redo o il hybrid design che abbiamo testato noi personalmente del salone di rifiutati e che magari potremo condividere anche più in là praticamente durante il vostro percorso di studi, ma per noi è stato tanto interessante anche condividere in questi 2 anni di progetto altri strumenti che non solo sono stati messi a punto dai partner, ma anche proprio, vi dicevo, prendendo ispirazioni dalle pratiche degli artisti. Non so Mariangela se vogliamo dire qualcos'altro che può essere interessante per loro. Ecco, tutti gli artisti che sono stati selezionati, a prescindere dalla modalità, ecco, molto orizzontale del nostro voler creare una rete attraverso il contest e quindi aver messo insieme più di 100, cioè 100 creativi che da tutta Europa hanno deciso di candidare i loro lavori, i loro percorsi creativi, però poi abbiamo fatto una selezione di 24 artisti che lavorano a livello professionale nella direzione o dell'arte, dell'upcycling o del design. E abbiamo deciso insomma di attraverso questa selezione di rendere i loro lavori, le loro pratiche un catalogo che potete scaricare e da cui noi poi abbiamo preso le cose a nostro avviso più interessanti, sia nel campo della sostenibilità ambientale, ma ci teniamo a dirlo, sostenibilità a 360 gradi, lì dove abbiamo incluso pratiche che ponevano l'accento sulla partecipazione del pubblico e sull'attenzione ai processi di co-design, quindi dove gli artisti e i designer hanno incluso la comunità nella realizzazione delle loro opere, delle loro installazioni o delle fotografie. Ecco, un altro criterio forse in direzione anche dell'inclusione, ci siamo detti di non formare delle categorie a priori per il concorso. vi parlo magari più del concorso perché siamo stati noi partner deputati alla gestione di questo aspetto del progetto. Abbiamo deciso di accogliere tutti i lavori che ci venivano proposti e di formare delle categorie forse poi a posteriori. Ma abbiamo deciso di non accogliere solo i testi narrativi, la poesia o la musica, però abbiamo accolto dai video alle installazioni, alle sculture, alla fotografia, a tantissime tecniche che magari non possono essere nemmeno incasellate in una categoria precisa, proprio perché poi molti degli artisti, soprattutto quelli che abbiamo ospitato in residenza, erano davvero molto giovani, e quindi ci siamo interrogati anche, per esempio, sull'artista sulle artiste che sono venute qui in residenza da noi a Potenza, se i dipinti, come li abbiamo chiamati noi, questi quadri tessili o questi tappeti o ricami 3D in fibre di plastica, in fibre di plastica, fossero incasellabili in installazioni piuttosto che ecco, altro tipo di tecnica. Però questa cosa ci è piaciuta tantissimo proprio perché forse noi avevamo la partecipazione più giovane di tutti gli artisti del contest. Ci ha aperto davvero a uno sguardo nuovo sull'upcycling e sull'arte del riuso creativo dei materiali. E inoltre è stata l'occasione anche per condividere con partner che assolutamente non lavorano sul nostro stesso livello questa modalità di condivisione di buone pratiche che abbiamo chiamato residenza artistica, proprio perché gli artisti sono stati con noi in residenza qui, hanno potuto respirare quello che era la nostra modalità di lavorare, non solo su Potenza, ma vi abbiamo raccontato anche su Matera, quindi abbiamo offerto loro una panoramica abbastanza ampia, per quanto poteva essere ampia in una 3 giorni qui di residenza con noi, e abbiamo accompagnato gli artisti che sono venuti selezionati dalla Francia, ma 2 da Parigi e una da Budapest, in questa residenza per raccontarci come attraverso la loro creatività e la loro visione artistica avrebbero rivisitato i materiali in una chiave speciale. Ve lo dico e magari poi sarà l'occasione per condividerlo in altri momenti, però la nostra residenza qui ha avuto il focus nell'invitare gli artisti a realizzare un piccolo kit ludodidattico a partire da materiali di scarto, secondo la logica che noi adottiamo da 3 anni a questa parte. Stiamo sperimentando dei materiali aperti, dei materiali sciolti, e che sperimentiamo ovviamente anche in campo pedagogico con le scuole, e attraverso questa sfida gli artisti hanno potuto raccogliere le suggestioni che sono venute fuori dall'esplorare Potenza, e soprattutto, ecco, una delle caratteristiche che ci metteva in netta opposizione con il paesaggio materano, quindi hanno esplorato il Moon, ma hanno esplorato anche il quartiere di Bucaletto, quindi l'architettura un po' più particolare che trovavamo oltre il centro storico della nostra città. Hanno potuto metterla in confronto con il paesaggio di Matera, che poi abbiamo scoperto, no, parlando e confrontandoci, anche lì era un'architettura insomma di rifugio, se vogliamo, e quindi dopo questa 2 giorni di esplorazione gli artisti sono stati liberi al Moon di creare con i materiali che avevamo qui a disposizione nel nostro atelier dei materiali delle proposte diciamo così, di gioco interattivo, e durante la presentazione l'abbiamo testato con il pubblico. E, ovviamente ognuno è andato un po' nella direzione della sua pratica, ma ci hanno anche sorpreso e si sono messi alla prova, quindi il prodotto, l'output della nostra residenza è stata questa piccola collezione di kit ludodidattici che ci hanno lasciato gli artisti e che potete trovare nella sezione del capacity building, se non sbaglio Mariangela, come
Esatto.
proposta di training che si chiama Redo, ovvero in italiano il rifare, quindi quello che noi chiamiamo officina del rifare, che è questa sfida di rimettere in gioco i materiali per inventare delle piccole attività didattiche coinvolgenti a mo' ecco, per utilizzare il materiale di scarto come se fossero dei Lego, come se fossero dei mattoncini, come se fosse del materiale che poi non è cristallizzato in un'installazione, in un'opera d'arte, ma può ritornare alla forma originaria per poi dare la libertà a chiunque abbia voglia di inventare nuove regole per continuare a giocarci. Vi avevo
Non solo è presente scusami Sara, non solo è presente
sì.
Redo, cioè l'estensione di Officina Rifare all'interno dei training della piattaforma EOCOM, ma anche gli output, insomma i risultati che gli artisti ci hanno voluto poi donare, perché è stata una donazione proprio il loro tempo e la loro creatività in una situazione nuova. Per loro sono presenti invece nella sezione delle residenze artistiche, che è stata anche quella implementata in piattaforma, dove i risultati delle residenze artistiche sono disponibili per tutti. Quindi abbiamo cercato in piattaforma davvero di raccogliere tutto quello che sono stati non solo i risultati, ma i processi soprattutto di questo percorso molto ampio e molto sfaccettato, che però alla fine, come ci facevano notare molte persone all'inizio, che cosa ci fanno tanti artisti tutti diversi, che usano materiali diversi, tecniche diverse, estetiche diverse, come fanno a convivere tutti insieme? In effetti quello che mette, diciamo, in comunione tutti i contenuti e quindi li rende fondamentalmente accessibili sono gli argomenti principali di EOCOM, che sono appunto questi 3 grandi insiemi dell'inclusione sociale, che è stata una delle caratteristiche importanti del progetto, la sostenibilità e quindi in qualche modo un occhio alle dinamiche di attenzione appunto alla circolarità, e ovviamente la dimensione creativa. Quindi questo è quello che ci sentiamo di dire alla fine del percorso adesso, che finirà insomma nei prossimi giorni, ma noi continueremo ad implementare materiale sulla piattaforma, perché ne stiamo producendo altro rispetto a tutti i pacchetti di lavoro che sono stati portati avanti in 2 anni, e soprattutto, questo lo diciamo magari a chi è anche un po' più attivo sui social, continueremo a pubblicare sulle pagine social del progetto tutti i contenuti degli artisti nel prossimo anno. Questa è una cosa che abbiamo concordato nell'ultimo incontro a Parigi, proprio per capitalizzare al massimo questa grande risorsa che è stata questa partecipazione europea. Quindi continueremo a cercare di alimentare la presenza del progetto, anche se il progetto da un punto di vista formale si chiuderà, perché in effetti le comunità vanno avanti se alimentate, se si dedica alla presenza. Questo speriamo possa, diciamo, poi portare a un prosieguo del progetto in commissione, e quindi alla possibilità di rideclinarlo, di ampliarlo e di coinvolgere nuovamente, speriamo, anche gruppi come il vostro, che sono molto preziosi come feedback, proprio perché seguono un percorso ben strutturato e interessante vedere come si possono combinare gli argomenti, cioè inserire un progetto europeo all'interno di una formazione o di un impianto che ha una struttura educativa come un master. Quindi questa è una cosa molto importante, per questo ci è servito molto la vostra presenza oggi, vi ringraziamo.
E tra l'altro una cosa che abbiamo insomma potuto constatare è che i progetti europei sono una sfida perché ci collocavamo all'interno di un programma che è Europa Creativa, che presuppone diversi criteri rispetto forse a quelli a cui erano abituati anche magari gli altri partner con cui avevamo lavorato in altre occasioni, e abbiamo capito che ha tantissime potenzialità proprio per mettere in campo l'arte, le pratiche artistiche e le pratiche creative, ma la parte innovativa qui è proprio metterle a disposizione dell'aspetto sociale e dell'aspetto della sostenibilità ambientale, e quindi davvero qui può essere una sfida, ma anche un motivo di innovazione per continuare il progetto, e visto che la Comunità Europea premia il follow up, il continuare a capitalizzare quello che è stato un partenariato che ha lavorato bene insieme, sarebbe davvero bello mettersi a tavolo anche con voi e pensare come una piattaforma del genere, con tutto quello che ha prodotto, con tutti i contenuti, ma anche e soprattutto con il patrimonio di relazioni, perché vi assicuro che mettere insieme 100 artisti non è stata una cosa semplice da tutta Europa, potrebbe essere capitalizzato, messo a frutto per candidare un prossimo progetto. E infatti, qualora doveste essere interessati, vi faremo sapere anche quando si aprirà la call, perché se non sbaglio ci sono le prossime scadenze a maggio, e anche approcciare a una progettazione europea nell'ambito del programma Europa Creativa con un occhio all'inclusione, cosa che poi è sempre data fra le priorità della Comunità Europea nel valutare i progetti, potrebbe essere davvero una sfida interessante, a nostro avviso. Vi avevo scritto nella mail che saremmo stati insieme fino alle 18:30. Rossana, mi dispiace che non abbiamo potuto all'inizio, ecco, presentare a voi in maniera dedicata con Rossana questo evento, però Rossana era con noi e abbiamo deciso di dare la priorità all'ingresso vostro e non alle altre colleghe, perché avevamo un po' di problemi tecnici con l'accesso dalla piattaforma di Berlino, però speriamo insomma che questa finestra possa essere stata interessante per voi. Se avete domande siamo qui per un altro po', e vi ringraziamo davvero per la partecipazione, e come sapete poi domani mattina continuerete la lezione dal Museo Moon insieme a Rossana.
C'è Manolo che ci sta salutando. Manolo è uno degli artisti vincitori del concorso che è
Sì.
stato con noi tutto il tempo. Grazie, ciao Manolo. Ci scusiamo fra l'altro con i ragazzi del corso perché avevamo dato la disponibilità della chat in italiano, però anche lì c'è stato un po' un problema iniziale, quindi ci auguriamo che questo non vi abbia, diciamo, spiazzato, però alla fine la chat è
nel
stata
WhatsApp, sì, nel WhatsApp c'era la
utilizzata.
disponibilità. No, non è stata utilizzata, quindi spero non ci siano stati problemi, o comunque sia stata una
Esatto.
sfida anche la lingua, con arricchimento, ecco, perché anche quello è per noi motivo di arricchimento. Grazie, che dire. Rimaniamo anche disponibili via mail per qualsiasi informazione all'indirizzo da cui vi abbiamo scritto. E buona serata. Ciao.
Ciao a tutti e grazie ancora.
you.